Hi, use it or lose it, friends. On today's episode, I'm not going to talk about how to use up food that's about to go bad. I'm going to talk about getting every penny out of your food dollar. So I like making my own granola because I can control how much sugar, additives, etc. Go into the granola because I like cooking healthy, and when you look at the labeling on store-bought granola, it's very high in sugars. So you want to try and keep that down to a minimum. And here's another thing. Making your own is budget friendly. So this huge can of old-fashioned oats, it's very important to use old-fashioned, you can get 6 batches of granola out of this package that costs about 15 cents less than a small package of pre-made granola. So you're really stretching your food dollar when you make your own. So I use a 1/3 cup of the old-fashioned oats times 5. I then add about a tablespoon of oil, cinnamon, and honey. So the best order in which to do it is the cinnamon, and you just kind of cover the top with that because it's such a nice flavor and it also helps it brown a bit. Then you add your oil, like I said, about a tablespoon, a glug, because you need that to get it all toasty. And then you add your honey. And I do, again, about a tablespoon. This also helps get it to brown and be a little bit sticky. So whatever your favorite honey berry, you just kind of squirt a little pile on there. Now here's an interesting thing about nuts. So I like a blend of almonds and sunflower kernels. Here's another thrifty tip. So I purchased the whole unsalted almonds and broke them up in my food processor. Why? Because when you purchase sliced or slivered almonds, the per ounce price is about twice what it is for the whole almonds. So do yourself a favor, just give it a few pulses in your blender or your food processor to break them up into smaller chunks, and then mix it with the sunflower kernels or whatever your favorite nut happens to be. So I'm once again just going to kind of dump to cover the top layer of my oatmeal. I'm going to stir that up. Now, so we're going to get that good and mixed up. It looks a little dry. I'm going to add a little bit more oil because I like mine toasty, but just a skosh. Okay, and so you're going to pour that into a baking sheet that is covered with parchment paper, and you want it to be a single layer. So you get that spread out in a nice even layer. Here's another trick. Shake it. That gets it all nice and level. Okay, and I'm going to pop this into a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Your nose will tell you when to check it. When you start to smell it, go check it, give it a stir. You really have to watch it in the last few minutes because it tends to burn quickly once it gets to the brown spot. So stay tuned. It's been about 8 minutes. I just checked on the granola and it's not as brown as I would like it. Why did I check it at 8 minutes? Because I could smell the cinnamon had started to get fragrant. So I just gave it a stir to make sure that it was going to be evenly toasted. So in just a few more minutes, we are going to see the finished product. And here we have it. You can see that it's nice and golden and toasty. I like mine, just shy of overdone. So you can see how it has all come together there. And I keep it in this nice jar on my countertop. So if you want to use dried fruit such as dried cranberries or raisins, now is the time to add it. Give it a good stir, put it in your favorite container. Have your own homemade granola that's healthier than anything you can buy in the store and tastes just as good. If you want that kind of really clustered sort of granola, then make sure that you add more honey because that will get it to clump up into those clusters that you enjoy. So thanks for tuning in to Use It or Lose It, and I'll see you next time. Bye.